Hello student, here this is Dimple Arora PGTCS KV Pragati Vihar with another session of loops, and we are going to discuss today the nesting of loops and would like to see certain programs which will display certain patterns and the pyramids. Let's begin and we'll see what is a nested loop. You can see in this diagram there is an outer loop, there is an inner loop. So inner loop within an outer loop, that means a loop within a loop is said to be a nested loop. So this one, the inner one, is called a nested loop. So we can see as an example here, this is a for loop and you can see this is the outer for loop, and you can see these two statements are part of outer loop, and this for is the inner loop. So this comprises the body of inner or inner loop or the nested loop. So for I in range 1 to 4, so initially the I will take value 1 and then it will take value 2 and then it will take value 3, and it is printing value of I is this after each iteration of the outer loop. This statement, these two are the comprises the body of the loop. For each iteration of I, these two statements will get executed. First is the print statement, because of which you are getting this value of I is 1, value of I is 2 and value of I is 3. Then the second is the inner for loop will get executed, and here the j value take when the value of I is 1, j is also ranging from 1 to 4. So j value will also change from, it will start with 1, it changes to 2 and it becomes 3. So then for each iteration of an loop counter variable of an outer for loop, the loop counter variable of inner for loop moves from the starting value to the last value. So when it reaches the last value, the loop counter variable of outer loop changes its value. So initially it was having value 1, now it has value 2, and now for value 2 also the inner for loop counter variable j will change its value from 1 to 2 and finally to 3, and then again the loop counter value variable I will get changed to 3. So we get this output 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3 because j takes value 1 to 3 starting value to the end value. This is how nesting of loop works. Now we'll try to see certain patterns and pyramids like this. We'll displaying stars in 5 lines, the same lines, working on same lines. We can see this type of pattern and another way. So we may have some particular character like star printed in a particular pattern, then we may display the digits in a pattern, we may display the alphabets in a pattern, we may display them in some other fashion, and this is another way of displaying them. This is one more way of displaying them. We'll see this one by one for better understanding. First, we'll start with this pattern. We enter a number, you ask the user to enter the number of lines and user enter the lines. So I basically checks the line number 1 to n plus 1, because if the user enters n, we have to print n lines. If user enters 2, then we have to print 2 lines. Where now we are starting with 1, that's why we are taken here n plus 1, because this range ends with the value n when we put over here n plus 1. So for j in the range 1, in the first line, line number 1, we have to print numbers till 1. In line number 2, we have to print numbers till 2. In line number 3, we have to print numbers till 3. In line number 4, we have to print numbers up to 4. In line number 5, we have to print number up to 5, and so on. So this is how it works. And after each, when with each successive change in the value of I, we have to move to the next line also. That's why another print statement you can see. So let me show you after executing. So if I put a number 5, these are printing numbers. What happens, let me show you. If this is not there, this print statement is not there, how this will look like. Enter a number. If I'm putting 5, so now it is printing everything in same line. With each iteration I want to move to the next line, that's why I need to put that print statement. So again changing it to this one, file, save, run, module number 5, and we get that pattern. But what if I have, instead of I, if I put over 9 n over here, means the range of I is also 1 to n, range of j is also 1 to n. In that case what will happen? We'll see. We'll run the execute the program. I'll enter 5, and you can say 1 to 5 is printed for 5 times, because I is 1 over here, line number 1, line number 2, line number 3. For each line number it is iterating through 1 to 5. The inner for loop j is iterating. So if I want to put the pattern, I have to put our I over here. And suppose now instead of this j, if I write some character, suppose if I write a star over here, and will save, and when I execute it, you can say when I am giving 5 as input, now instead of printing the numbers, it is printing stars over here. And instead of star, if you print an ampersand over here, so whatever character you will give, that character will appear in the pattern. This time let me give 7. So you can say this pattern is appearing for these 7 number of times. Now I'll use the same program, and instead of this value, if I start with a 65, and if I go till 66, and instead of this, now if I write this CHR of j, oh sorry, it has to be from 65. So this was the pattern I was wanted to display. You can see how this matters. The value, I wanted to start with 65. So, and because line number 65 to 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, to get 69, I need to add 4 to 65 and so forth. And for j, I have to change the range. I have to start with 65 until, if line number 65, I have to go till 65. In line number 66, I have to go till 66. So this will be the same. So in this way we can print using the same program and just changing the values of I and j, and or changing the character to be printed. We may simply write j for printing the value in digit form 1 2 3 4. We can use char of j, which will convert this value j. If the value of j is 65, it will convert into capital A. If the value of j is 66, it will convert into the capital B, and so on and so forth. So with this one program, we can, with this 5 line of codes, we can generate number of different patterns we have just seen. So let us move to yet another program. So if we want to print in line number 1, we want to print all the 7 numbers. In line number 2, all the 6 numbers. And or you can say that the first line will be treated as line number 7, the second line will be treated as line number 6, line number 5, line number 4, line number 3, line number 2, line number 1. We'll take the line numbers in reverse order. So it starts with n, it step size is -1, and it will move till 0. And for j in the range I to I plus 1, it will remain the same as in the previous program. So when we execute this program, when I enter a value 6, you can say we start with the line number 6, then line number 5, line number 4, line number 3, line number 2, and line number 1. I hope you understood this. And moving on to the next program, this type of pattern, you can say that in nested level, and I am leaving some 6 spaces. In line number 1, I am leaving 6 spaces. Line number 2, I am leaving 5 spaces. Line number 3, I am leaving 4 spaces. And in next line 3 spaces, next line 2 spaces, next line 1 space, and 0 spaces in the last line. So within the outer for loop I am going to write a for loop j for leaving the spaces, and in line, and another for loop which will change the values to be printed. So you can see this k is for printing the spaces and j for printing the values. So when the value of I is n, line number 7, in line number 7 we are going to print only 7. In line number 6 we'll print 6 and 7. In line number 5 we'll start from 5 to 7. So our value will start with I and it will go up to n plus 1. And k values, it will start with 1 and it ends with k. So in line number this 1, line number 7, it will print start with 1 to 7, that means 6. 1 to I, 1 to 7 means 1 to 6. So 6 spaces will get printed. So when we execute this program, you can see when I give 5 in line number 4, this way it will give. So the one loop for spaces and one loop for printing the values 1 to 5. Moving ahead to this type of pyramid. In this we'll see we will have to take care of 3 nested loops for one value of the outer for loop. We'll go for this printing this set of value from 1 to 4. This particular will take care of this printing of these values with one loop. Another, they will take care of this spaces with another loop, and we'll use another for loop for writing this side of pyramid. And we are seeing there is a pattern: 1 space, then 3 space, then 5 space, then 7 spaces. So we can have whatever is the value of I, that value is 2 star I we can take, and accordingly the spaces will adjusted. So this I range and this is handled separately. The first line is handled separately because there is no space in this this one. So, and for printing this also, first you have to write 1 2 3 4 5 and then you have to write 4 3 2 1. So, and whatever is the value of n, so I in the range I n plus 1, I print I, then in reverse order. So I minus 1, 0, minus 1, it will print. So it will first print 1 2 3 4 5. If the value of n is 5, then 4 3 2 1. So these two lines, these two for loops are printing used for just printing the first line. Then we'll move to the next line, and we are writing this end is equal to this space, just end is equal to double quotes, just to move to the next line, to print within the same line. And if you want to move to the next line, you have to just this write empty print. Then actually the loop starts. The loop first line will be printed using this, and the rest of the this repetition will be for line number 2 to the last line. For each iteration of I from 1 to n, and the j loop, it will put the values 1 to 4. So 1 n minus I plus 1 will be the criteria for printing the value of j. So in that second line it will 1 2 3 4, in the third line 1 2 3, in the next line 1 2, and in the next line 1. So this takes care, with each iteration the value of this I gets changed. So accordingly n will subtract I from n. So if the I is n is 5, 5 minus I, if it is 1 initially, so 5 is 4, 4 plus 1 is 5, so it is still 4, it will print. So, and we'll print the value of j, then we print the number of spaces. So number of spaces is 1. Actually when you take from 1 to s minus 1 actually it is. So 1 to 1, 1 to 3, 1 to 5, 1 to 7, and so on and so forth. You will get the spaces, and finally this then again we have to put 4 3 2 1 3 2 1 3 2 1 and 1. For this we will use this loop. For loop R, this R loop counter is used to print this 4 3 2 1 3 2 1 2 1 and 1. So in this way, let me execute and show it to you. Let me give a 7 as a number. You can see this loop is executing, and we get this pattern. I hope you enjoyed seeing these pyramids and you are got the concept of for loops. Thank you for now. Have a nice day.